Yo, 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 yo. Oi. All right. All right, everyone. Everyone that's coming in or on their way in. We are going live. Live 365. We are going live, live, live. Live 365. Everyone that's coming in, giving you a few minutes to get yourself together and update from about what's going on with Miss Gerry. And yeah, we're going live. We're asking for um, the donations. We're asking for uh, definitely some help. We're asking uh, for help. Just Miss Gerry is in me. We're in a time of need, and we just um, really would love all of the subscribers, everyone that loves Miss Gerry, to uh, reach in your heart and reach in your pockets to help us, to really help us, because it's a trying time right now, and Miss Gerry really really would love your help. So everyone that's coming in, hit the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, this is Williams Us 1969, and this is the Miss Gerry channel. So yeah, giving you another update. I talked to her today, and she like again I said, she's in positive spirits and stuff like that. Even though some things are challenging and some things are trying to mess with her spirit, but she is, she's on the one. She's on the ball. She's on top of her game, as everybody says. So yeah, yep, it's all good, y'all. It's all good. So everyone that's coming in, hit the like button, the thumbs up button, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, yep, Miss Gerry is uh, she's really, really, really being missed on this channel. Everyone that's coming in, I know you guys want to see Miss Gerry, and like I said, we're in the process of uh, finding out this week what's going to go on, and finding out what's gonna uh, what's gonna be. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and matter of fact, let me get on the channel too, so I can like it and get on our watch time and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, Huey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's kind of late over here on the East Coast, and it's almost 10:15 tonight. And again, everyone that's coming in, I ask that you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, and give a thumbs up, y'all. Give a thumbs up. But like I said, everyone that's coming in, we appreciate everyone that's coming on in. Hit the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and again, um, like I said, we want to give thanks and praise to the Most High, and we just thank Him for another. I thank Him for another Sabbath day, um, and I thank Him for just blessing us, just to you know be alive for another day. We need to thank God for everything. I seen a short video that said We should thank God in everything. And it kind of remind me of Job in the Bible and how Job had everything. You know, he had kids, he had riches, and he had protection from God. Had a wife, and Satan uh, came to God, and God asked him, where wouldst thou come? Uh, and Satan said, back and forth and to and fro uh, in the world to see who he can devour, basically. And when you say devour, that means who he could take to hell, basically, who he could convince to do wrong to go to hell. So, yeah, we should thank God in everything that we do, everything that we have. There's people that have a place, have a car, and they still complain about things that yeah. Sometimes I don't get people. Everyone that's in here hit the thumbs up. I don't get people sometimes because we should thank God for everything that we have. Thank God when we laying down before we lay down tonight, and thank God when we get up. Even when you get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, God, I thank you that you still bless me to be on this earth. Even at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank Him. We should thank. We should thank. I try my best to thank God every time I drive this. Uh, Even when I drive the van, you know, when I drive my car, when I catch the bus, if I catch the train, thank God that we got transportation. Because in some countries their infrastructure is um, not uh, it's not convenient sometimes. When I say convenient, sometimes they have to walk far to get to a train or to a bus. They have to walk far, or when they do get a bus, it's so crowded in there. Or if they do get on the train, it's so crowded in there. You know, we should thank God for everything. We still have the breath of life. We still just have the functioning of our hands and our feet, and um, it's some people that are invalids. I forgot the name of that guy. He was kind of famous. And he was smart, but he was in the wheelchair. He was super smart, and he was in a wheelchair, and he was an invalid. But he could. I think it was Stephen Hawkins, if I'm correct, if that's the correct guy's name. And he was an invalid. I mean, but he still, he could type, or I think he could speak, and it would come on a screen or something like that, and people could read. And we should thank God for every activity of our limbs. And uh, oh, what's up? Okay, Onion, God is first, amen. And he said hi. What's up, Onion Funyun? And Tedderwick Webb. What's up, Mr. Gerry? One of my female coworkers who never liked me told me she likes me. I always just ignore her and just do my work. She wants to hook up. What should I do? Just go for tea. Go for some tea. Don't try to spend that much money. Go for if you do want to spend a little bit of money, go for breakfast. Breakfast is the cheapest. Uh, one of the cheapest. Um, uh, One of the cheapest ways to spend some money on somebody without going broke. Breakfast is good. Um, you don't have to go anywhere expensive. If she wants to, one of my female coworkers who never liked me told me she likes me. Wow, that's a switch. That's a switch because sometimes it happens. Sometimes some people say, "Oh, I didn't like this person. I like that person," and the next thing you know, they like them. So like I said, go for some coffee, pick her brain, pick her mind, um, and jokingly be like, "Hey, you gonna fit the bill for this?" Just to ask her, see what her head is, see where her head at, you know. But yeah, go for either some coffee. But if you want to spend a little bit of money, go for breakfast. Breakfast is the cheapest way to And I ain't say cheap, is like don't be cheap. And what's up, Eddie Ball? Oh, what's up, Eddie Ball? This is the update of my wife. She turned herself in for something that she is um, being uh, we're trying to be convicted for, and we're having a Miss Gerry legal defense fund going on. So if you go in the description or about Miss Gerry and see the link where we got the GoFundMe at, we're trying to get a uh, legal representation, a lawyer basically. I put down on the lawyer, and I definitely need everybody's help. And yeah, yeah. If you give $1, if you give 50 cents, if you give $2, if you give $5, if you give $10, because you never know when you're gonna need it. That's uh, that's what the thing was. What I was saying about Miss Jerry was she was thanking everybody, and I was telling the story I was telling about what I was talking about in the Bible about thanking God in everything that we do, everything that we have currently. And what I was saying was people have a lot, but they still complain. And the story I was getting to was and Job and God and Satan coming to God, and God saying, asking Satan where he came from, and Satan basically was saying, I'm doing my job, I'm doing my job, I'm going to and fro and back and forth and to and fro around the world, seeking whom I may devour. And God said, "Will you consider my subject, my servant Job?" And he's a man that he eschews evil. That means he stays away from evil. Um, and Satan was like, "Well, you know what? If you take everything away from him, I bet you he won't love you as much as he should." And God said, "Okay, okay, we'll see." So he said, he told Satan, you can do this and do that to his property and things that he has, and we'll see. And Satan, he messed his house up. Um, I think he killed his kids. Goats got his goats, or his source of income got pillaged. And Job was like, "Oh, okay, you know what, God? I know you gave me that stuff and things, and I'm still gonna praise and worship you. I'm still gonna trust in you." And then uh, God said, "See, he still trusts me. He still is thanking me." And then uh, Satan said, "Well, take away his hedge of protection, and I assure you, he will curse you to your face." And God said, "Okay, Satan, well, you can do this and do that to Job, you know." So Satan continued his attack on Job, made him have boils all over his body, and I mean, Satan basically took almost everything away from, yeah, mostly everything away from Job, and gave him a health crisis. And then his so-called friends came around. Basically, I'm giving you a synopsis of what's going on, and um, we don't know yet. That's why we're getting. She's going for another hearing. She's going for another hearing. Excuse me. She's going for another hearing. We don't know anything about that yet, as far as um, what they're gonna give her, when they're gonna let her go. Bada bing, bada boom. So, um, and I don't want to talk about. Well, we can't really talk about. That's one thing. Um, that's one thing about the law, and about the police and lawyers and this and that. They tell you, people. Sometimes people just run their mouth so much. They tell you you have a right to remain silent. That's the first thing they tell you. And anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So the first thing that happens to some people is Yeah, 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 yeah. And they tell you, you have a right to run. So you exercise your right. You got, and people say, I know my rights, but then they talk, they run their mouth. But anyway, yeah, we don't know yet, so we're in the process of getting to know that. And my thing was, my wife, she still was thankful as far as what was going on. Did I hit? Oh, did I hit? Oh, okay. She's thankful for what's been going on. And what I was saying was, we should count our blessings and we should thank God in everything that we do, everything that we have, that we currently have. If you got a roof over your head, um, if it's a small house, a big house, if it's the van life, if you have a roof over your head, because there's some people that don't have roof over their heads. They're actually sleeping on the streets, and they're sleeping in sleeping bags. You know, um, they're sleeping in. I know one time, and I'm gonna get back to Job and stuff like that, and God and Satan. I flew back home to New York, and I'm from Western New York, and we get the cold. We get the real. I used to tease my cousins and them in Brooklyn. I'm sorry, Queens. I got cousins in Brooklyn, um, and I tease my cousin in Queens, and I'm like, man, y'all don't get no cold. Y'all don't get. Y'all get some snow here and there, but we get the cold. We get the cold. Buffalo get the cold. You know, um, upstate and not really upstate, but yeah, Western New York and all that stuff get the real cold. We the tundra. They call us the tundra. Syracuse about the same. But anyways, uh, what was I saying? Um, we should thank God in everything that we do, and in this time of need. Um, go to the GoFundMe page of Miss Gerry. Go in her description or in about description of Miss Gerry. Go on the link where it says GoFundMe and give a donation, because you never know when you're going to need a donation from somebody. Okay. So what I was saying was, be thankful everything that you have currently, everything that you God has blessed you with. Because some people still complain about the people have cars. A person will have a car and a roof over their head, or they have, even though they might be paying rent, they still complain. God, he hates a complainer, man. He said, man, don't you trust in me? So what I was talking about, what I was saying about Job, that Satan did everything against Job. His so-called friends came around him, supposedly to give him support, but then they started like, well, Job, did you do anything? What happened? Did you basically do anything to, to have God do all this to you, and have God curse you, and just did you do anything? And Job was like, nah. He basically he was saying, nah, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. So his friends really wasn't any help in the time of need. They was pointing fingers at Job, saying that he must have did something to cause all this. His kids being killed, his house being crashed, all his livestock that made him money, things that made him money disappear. Everything disappeared from Job. Even Job's wife was like, why don't you just go ahead and forget about God, basically. And Job said, you foolish woman. God giveth and God taketh away. He's still God. God is number one. It's supposed to be number one in our lives, from the time we get up. If we take a nap and we get up, the breath of life that we have currently. And Miss Gerry is still in good spirits. She's still in good spirits. So Gertrude is life. Okay, appreciate you, Gertrude. And Eddie Ball 223. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate everyone that's coming on. So what I was saying was, be thankful for what you got, and uh, Job, he started kind of questioning God a little bit, but God was like, "Look, were you there when I formed the earth? Were you there? And when I did this, were you there?" So he said, "Look, I'm still God, no matter what." Job just finally, he gave up and he said, "You know what, God? Whatever I go through, I still thank you and I still love you." And he endured to the end. He endured. He endured, and God restored him double of what he had because he still trusted in God. He still didn't forsake God, you know. And God blessed him with more than what he had, more than what he had. So I say this. I say this to say. I say that to say this: that no matter what you go through, um, being in jail, um, being away from family sometimes, losing a job, you know, losing all income. God is still God. God is still Yahweh is still Yahweh. The great I am is still the great I am. Jehovah Jireh is our provider. So we always put our trust in Him. He has the last word. Because on the great day of judgment, He's gonna say, "Did you trust in me?" You can't lie because He already knows your heart. You can't lie about that. And yeah, through the good, the bad, the sun and the rain, always put your trust in the Most High. So yeah, so that's what I'm talking. That's what I was speaking on about Job and about still thanking God of what we had. And I kind of I went to a short video. I seen a short video. I think it was yesterday or Thursday, where it was just saying, we should thank God in everything that we do, everything that we have, even the people that have a sign, that they're hungry and stuff like that. I know that they trust in God. They're still living, you know. So and I've seen somebody with a sign. I remember one day I seen somebody with a sign at the bus stop, put the sign on the side, and he had my hands was like this with a wad full of money like this. So God is even providing for the ones that have the sign of will work for food, or I'm hungry. I mean, I seen people with wads of money like this with those signs. So God can feed them. Why won't He feed you? Why won't you trust in Him? So when I'm asking for a donation, and asking people to donate for the GoFundMe for Miss Gerry and stuff like that, I still put my trust in God because I know that she's gonna get out this situation, and she knows it also. She knows it also. So yeah, yeah. So give a donation, and we really appreciate it. We pray over it. We thank you, and we thank everyone that's given a GoFundMe donation. Because like I said, we're getting a legal team together, and yeah, yeah, Miss Gerry she's doing fine, and she is in positive spirits, and it was just a situation that she was trying to help somebody. You know how you help somebody, and that person you help just kind of messes up a lot of things in your life and throws a monkey wrench in your life. So that's kind of what happened. So just giving a synopsis without talking about the case. But anyways, like I said, we definitely need every dollar that counts. We don't touch the GoFundMe until we reach our goal. And yeah, even if you go on the GoFundMe right now, you should see some. Well, it's money on there, and we don't touch it. We don't touch it till we're gonna reach, and we are gonna reach our goal. So yeah, be thankful. Be thankful because somebody is worse off. Somebody is better off than you, and somebody is worse off than you. Yeah, and Ecclesiastes says, "Money answereth all things." So, but we don't love money. But in this society, the word says that money answereth a lot, all things that makes uh, the financial world go round, from being free to being in jail, basically. So yeah, money answereth all things. That's in the Bible. That is the Bible, Ecclesiastes. So a lot of people gotta have a Bible on their phone. You can look it up, or just type it in Google. What's the Bible verse for money answereth all things, and it'll show you in Ecclesiastes. But yeah, we definitely need the money. We definitely would love the money. We definitely pray over the money. We pray over the people that have given to us, and we thank you. We thank my wife. She says she thanks all of her Jerry berries to give a donation, and just just to bless her. You know. So yeah, I ask that you just see to it that you help Miss Jerry, and just find it in your heart, because she loves doing content. I'm not really a camera person. I could be on camera and I could talk, but she's more of a talker. She's more of the talker. She's the face of this channel. She has prayed for people. They've emailed her and said, "Hey, Miss Jerry, what you think about this? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that?" And she's answered 99% of her followers. So, like I said, everyone that's on this line right now, on this live, I ask that you bless Miss Jerry. Bless her in a mighty way, as she is blessed and showing you guys love. Show her some love. Show her some love. Because, like I said, it's going to be a time where you never know when you might need a helping hand. So go to the description, go to her about page, go to the link where it says GoFundMe, the GoFundMe link, and go to her GoFundMe page and give a donation. Give a don everyone, all her, she got like over 2,000 subscribers. There's no way that if all of her subscribers should give $1, that we should get towards our goal. $1, just $1. And like I said, God bless you if you bless her with more, with $5. A lot of people. I don't know if Starbucks coffee is $2 or $2.50 or something like that. You spend $5 in the vending machine in the daytime, just getting a snack. So yeah, we ask that you bless Miss Jerry, and during this live, I ask that you just see to it that you help her out. I'm doing my part. I'm definitely doing my part. And yeah, so I ask that you bless Miss Jerry, bless her in a mighty way, and we bless you. I bless you already. I bless the ones that's given, that's gonna give, and have a desire to give, but haven't given yet. Just bless Miss Jerry. Just bless her in a mighty way, y'all. Bless her. So I'm gonna end this live. I thank God um, for your peace and your shalom in your home, and with your family, and with your businesses, and with your jobs. If you don't have a job, if you're unemployed and you got a side hustle, I bless you with your side hustle. And I bless each and every person that came on here and gave a thumbs up and that's subscribed. I ask that you keep subscribing to our channel, and everyone that's on here, just bless Miss Jerry, and just give a donation, because we definitely need it. Okay. All right. Peace and shalom, everyone. And if you go to church on the Sabbath day, on Saturdays, may God bless you. And if you go to church on Sundays, God bless you. All right. Peace, shalom, and we are out. Love y'all.